This morning, we have several items that we need to move on so we can have an opportunity for the State Department staff to tell us about them. So we need to approve the minutes from our last meeting. Is there any objection for approving the minutes as presented? Mr. Harrington, Ms. Slaughter, Allison. Any objection? No. If no objection, that would be approved by unanimous consent. We now need to look at the agenda for today. Is there any objection to approving the agenda as presented? If there is none, it is approved by unanimous consent. We have no one here for public comment, so we can move on with our items for today. First, we have an update of the South Carolina Certification Assessment Program. Mary Hipp will present.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So I'm going to stand up here. I'm going to do this item, and then I'm going to take myself in this broken shoe, and I'm going to sit there and not move. So anyway, okay, just one of those lovely things that happens as you're getting out of your car. So good morning, everybody. I first want to introduce two new colleagues in our office. Dr. Jessica McLeese joined us on June 3rd. She's a new education associate on our educator preparation team, and we are thrilled to have her joining us from USC Upstate, where she worked most recently. And then Dr. Robin Amick is our education associate for career and technology education. She certifies our beginning CTE teachers, and she joined us in January, coming directly out of the classroom as a CTE educator. So we are thrilled to have both of them on board, and Robin will be presenting an item this morning as well. I am bringing our annual updates to our certification assessment program. We do this particularly when ETS, Educational Testing Service, regenerates praxis assessments that are used for the certification of educators in specific subject fields. We have 3 regenerated assessments that we're presenting to you this morning for approval. They have regenerated the assessment in family and consumer sciences, in social studies, and in industrial technology education. We are likely to come back to you in the next couple of months and ask for a change in the name of a certification field related to technology education, industrial technology education. We're going to switch that to technology and engineering education. So we're going to make that a little more relevant to the work that's going on today. Those are the 3 new assessments. When we bring a new assessment on board, we actually keep the current assessment in place for a year, and then at the end of that transition period, ETS will retire the current assessment. So these 3 tests will be available beginning September 1st, along with the current assessments, and then next year the older assessments will drop off. We're also asking approval to add an additional option for our candidates seeking certification in music education. This particular assessment is all selected response items. Our current assessment is a combination of selected response and constructed response items. Both exams test the same content standards and subject, but with the assessment and with constructed response items, it's more expensive for candidates. It also takes longer for them to get the score report back, and it's used in far fewer states. So we're asking for an additional option in music education, and the one we're presenting to you is actually used in 29 other states. So we think that's a good option for candidates. We did this similarly last summer with an additional option for art education. So those are the 4 assessments that we're presenting to you this morning for approval. Okay.
Are there any questions? Ask Mary, she's the one who knows. If not, is there a motion to approve?
I move that the SBE approve the updates to South Carolina Certification Assessment Program.
Board Member Slaughter made the motion to approve. Is there a second?
A second.
Board Member Allison made the second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, like sign. The motion carries.
Thank you.
Our second item is new career and technical education work-based certification fields, and this is our new staff member, Robin Amick.
Thank you. Again, I'm Dr. Robin Amick. I am the new CTE Work-Based Certification Ed Specialist, and what was presented to you was a request for some new areas of CTE certification. As you saw from the timeline, these all have been piloted in different locations. There has been great success with these pilots. I recently visited the Dorchester Career and Technical Center and was just so impressed with what they're showing this program can do. They actually are partnered with businesses in the area, and they have students that in their senior year are working paid internships so that when they walk across that stage at the end of May, 1st of June, they're walking straight into the workforce. So they're greatly enhancing not only the industry in their area, but the opportunities that they're offering to their students. The areas that we requested from you were commercial transportation, which of course is letting students earn their commercial driver's license, global logistics, heavy equipment, and then 4 areas of aviation. The 4 areas of aviation, those are still in the development stage, and they have not been piloted in as many places, but I've been just super pleased to see with what the other areas have been able to do. And so with that, I respectfully request the addition of those new career and technical CTE fields.
Any questions of Robin?
School district, is that going to be available to all school districts?
It will be available across the state, and it's already, many of the programs are already being piloted in different places across the state, but yes, it will be available to all career and technical centers across the state and all high schools that offer career and technical programs.
Nuclear is, you think it's going to be picked up by all these, or you don't know?
Which one?
Nuclear training, didn't you say? Did I understand you say you were, it was a program for?
Not for nuclear, no,
Not for
sir.
nuclear.
Mm-mm. No, sir. Global logistics, heavy equipment, 4 areas of aviation and commercial driver's license.
Just heard on the radio coming here this morning that Savannah River plant, over the next 5 years, to hire 9,000 people. And the caveat was if we can find qualified people. But they are taking them right out of high school and training them. Sounds like they need something like that over there. Something along that specialty line.
Well, I will definitely be reaching out to the OCTE associates and saying, hey, are y'all looking into what they're needing? Let's bring it on.
Thank you.
That's neat, the aviation, what that will mean. Are we talking pilots maybe, or, I mean, you know?
Well, and a lot of the focus of the aviation is around ground staff, because the shortage actually seems to be more in ground staff and manufacturing and repair, more so than even the pilots themselves.
I think that will be one students will be real interested in.
And the really cool thing at Dorchester, I'm going to brag on one of the programs because I was just so excited about it. One of the really cool things they're doing, so they offer heavy equipment, they offer global logistics, and they offer commercial transportation at that one site. And so one day a week, all 3 of those programs, and they offer diesel repair. So one day a week, all of those programs do CDL. So whether you graduate with global logistics, heavy equipment, or diesel repair, you're also going to graduate with your CDL in place. And that makes you even more inviting to an industry.
Right. And we also know that our trucking industry has really been hurting over the years because of qualified CDL drivers. So that's really needed too.
Yes, ma'am. In the research that I provided for you all, there, just those numbers are just in South Carolina. That 231,000 openings a year, that's just in South Carolina. That's not nationwide.
Isn't that amazing?
A lot of Amazon trucks.
That's true.
They're coming to my house. Don't tell my husband.
Want to keep them coming.
Any other questions?
I do have a question. What's the process like for the districts to get the information about what programs become available? What is that trickle-down process like, or?
So the exciting part about this timing is week after next, I will be at the Education and Business Summit, and I actually will be meeting with all the career and technical directors from across the state, and we will be discussing the outcome of today.
Great. And that's one of the best conferences I've ever attended.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
Okay, if there are no further questions, is there a motion to approve?
I so move.
Board Member Allison made a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Board Member Harrington, second the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? If not, the motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Whoa, you stay up there.
I stay. You're stuck with me.
Yeah, you're next, okay. Now, we're looking at the reactification of the Career and Technical Education Work-Based Certification field of Hospitality and Tourism. That's a mouthful. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, it is. So hospitality and tourism was a certification field prior to 2014, but due to decrease in demand, it was removed in 2014. However, there has been a tremendous amount of growth in hospitality and tourism industry in South Carolina, especially since 2019. We don't count 2020, but since 2019, from 2019 to 2021, with the exception of the 2020 year, there was actually a 12% growth, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it does when you consider we did all take a step back during that year. So there was a 12% growth just in that. Hospitality is a $29 billion industry in our state, so it has a tremendous amount of impact. There are some districts that do still have people that are under the hospitality and tourism certification. However, we would like to bring that work-based certification back so that people that have the experience in that field can bring their knowledge into the classroom to help others. And so with that, I do respectfully request that you reactivate the CTE work-based certification field of hospitality and tourism.
Any questions? I know that that's a hot subject at the university, the hospitality and
It
tourism.
is, yes, ma'am.
That's an area that they sometimes have waiting lists for even. No questions? Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
A second?
I'll second.
A second. Board Member Harrington. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now it's Jackie's turn. This is the approval of a professional review committee member.
Yes, thank you so much. So the South Carolina Educator Preparation Guidelines establish the composition and the terms for the Professional Review Committee, or the PRC. Recently, the PRC recommended Kelly Harrison McGuire from Converse University to fill a vacancy for a representative from a private institution, and Catherine Scott from Coastal Carolina University to fill the vacancy of a representative from a public institution of higher education. Both vacancies are a result of recent resignations. At the conclusion of the current term, if the members may be appointed again for a full 3-year term if the board wants to do so. So the SCD recommends the approval of recommendations for new appointments on the Professional Review Committee.
Questions? If not, do I have a motion that we approve?
I make the motion that we approve.
Second.
A second? All, okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Jackie. Jackie, you stay there.
Thank you.
Next, we have a national accreditation decision, and this is Limestone.
Sure. So state board regulation establishes that all teacher education programs meet the standard of a national accreditation association with which the South Carolina Department of Education has a partnership with. For state approval, private institutions may seek accreditation through the state and meet national standards through that state review process, or they may go through a national process with CAPE, or the Council for Accreditation of Educator Preparation Providers. In 2015, we made that partnership with the Council for the Accreditation of Education Preparation Providers as the national standards with which all of the institutions must meet in order to gain that approval. Limestone University recently received a CAPE designation of accreditation for initial level certification programs. The accreditation is for a full term of 7 years, spring 2024 to spring 2031. Accreditation is granted when the CAPE Accreditation Council determines that the provider meets all of the standards, even if there are areas for improvement in that final decision. The next accreditation review for Limestone University will take place in 2030. And as a part of that review accreditation process, Limestone also provided evidence that they met all of the state requirements as well. So the South Carolina Department of Education recommends that the state board affirm the CAPE accreditation decision for Limestone University.
We're affirming that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, that is the national decision, is the
That was- yeah,
accreditation. Yes,
that was my
ma'am.
understanding.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions about that? If not, do I have a motion that we approve or this affirmation?
I move that the SBE affirm the CAPE accreditation decision for Limestone University.
Board Member Slaughter made the motion. Do I have a second? Board Member Harrington, second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in favor, so the motion carries.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, ladies. We have no information items today, so we need to talk about the consent agenda. Is there a motion to place items 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, those items that we have heard this morning, on the consent agenda?
I so moved.
Member Allison moved that it be placed on the consent agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
Harrington seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 None opposed. Thank you. No other business? If not, we're adjourned.